Hello beautiful people, it's the girl Genie and it's Genie Signatures once again. So today I'll be making this beautiful palazzo trouser and of course that top with a slanted shoulders. That was the model and that was inspiration, I beg your pardon, and then this is what I made. So if this is what you're interested in, please kindly watch till the end. And at the lower part of the top it had a drawstring sort of, so that you'll be able to adjust your waist area very well, so that it would suit your what you like. Yeah, so if this is what you're interested in, please kindly watch till the end and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to give this video a very big thumbs up. So without wasting time, I'll be heading over to the cutting table very soon. Thank you all, thank you to my amazing subscribers. You all are great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the care. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. So I'll be cutting the trouser part first. Yeah. So this will be in a fast forward mode because I already have several channels, tutorials on my channels showing how I cut this, and it's just exactly the same way. So I just marked my crotch depth and then my hip line, and then I'll be marking the necessary line. So the first line there is my waist to my hip and then waist to my crotch. So on that hip line I just got my hip divided by 4, and on the crotch I marked my thigh measurement divided by 2, and I did a curve for that. And then I came to the waist area, I did my waist divided by 4, and then I drew it out. So I'll just be cutting this out exactly like this. So all this was done in order not to make the video too lengthy or too long. So I now placed the front and the back on fold, yeah, and then I extended my crotch by 2 inches. I came up by 2 inches on the waistline and went up by 2 inches, and then I replaced that 2 inches on this other side and then slanted it to meet the 2 inches that I went up with because of the bum area. And on the side seams I'll be adding 2 inches around the hip area and the waist area, and then to the length I'll be adding 1 inch respectively. And then for the crotch I'll just be extending my crotch curve as you see me do, and then I'm through, and then I'll be cutting this out. Now for my band I made use of 1.5 inches. So when you're cutting or when you are making anything, just make sure that you remove your band measurements, especially when you're getting your crotch and your hip measurement, so that it won't conflict with what you are doing. So now we have the front and then we have the back. So this is pretty much very easy. That is why I made it in a fast forward mode. So now back to the business of the day, which is the upper part, that is the top, that has a slanted shoulder on one side. So now I have my fabric folded into 4. Now I made use of 3 yards by 60 inches for this tutorial, and this is the lycra material. It's quite stretchy, yeah. So now I've folded that, and when it's unfold, the whole length width of that is 20 inches, as you can see, and then the length is 22 inches. So whatever you want yours to get to, you just mark it, because it's going to be like a crop top. So now the next thing I'll be doing now is to just get the neck width that I'll be making use of, and I marked 3 inches. So now I didn't want to make use of a chalk or a tailor's chalk because you won't be seeing anything, and this fabric is very very stretchy. So that's why I'm making use of my biro, so that I will see what I'm marking very well. And so for the neck depth I'll be making use of 3.5 inches for now. So I'll just draw that out as a round neckline. You can see the way I'm petting the cloth because it needs to be petted. And so I will come into the end of the fabric where the fold is, and then I will coming down for my shoulder slope, and to that I'll be marking my shoulder slope for 1.5 inches. And then you know the usuals, the way we do, I'll just slant it from the neckline that I marked down to meet the 1.5 inches. Just slant it down. Like I said, I can't make use of any of my instruments or gadgets for this tutorial because the fabric is quite shaky, yeah. So I'll just be making use of my freehand for the entire length of this tutorial. And so for the length I'll just have to shift this up a little bit, yeah, so that you would see what I want to do. So for the waist area, let me just shift it up a little bit again, yeah. So for the waist area I'll be making use of my hip measurement, yeah, Why my hip measurement? Like I told you, I'll be adding a rope to that area so that I'll be able to tighten it any way I want it to be. Yeah, so to that I'll divide in my hip measurement by 4 and then I'll mark it. If you like, you can add sewing allowances. I believe this is a stretching material, so I just didn't bother myself adding any sewing allowances on the top. Yeah, so now I'll come back to where I slanted my shoulder, and then I'll be getting my round sleeve measurement. My round sleeve measurement divided into 2, whatever that is, you can mark as you want. That is where your hand will be coming out from. That's what we call the round sleeve. So I marked 9 inches for that. And then from that 9 inches, I'll just be coming in by 3 inches just to give it a little bit of a curve to go and meet the line on the hip waist area where I marked my hip measurement. So I'm just using my my biro or my pen to just connect that. So I'll connect it to go and meet the hip line that I marked for on the waist area. And so basically we are through with the first step of cutting the top. Let me just shift it up so that you see where I'm connecting that to. So let me just cut this out. So if you follow the way I'm doing it very well, you understand everything I did. I didn't do miracle. So it's just because the chalk or whatever will not be obvious. That's why I made use of a pen. And when you watch it very well, you understand everything I did. But if you feel like you have any questions, please kindly leave it in the comment section. Now I'll be cutting the neckline. You're going to be cutting the same thing for the front and the back. Remember, this is unfold. I'm cutting both the front and the back together. So now I'm cutting the shoulder slopes, yeah. And yes, that's what we have. So let me quickly open this up so that we'll make adjustments on what we have to do next here. So I just want to separate them so that I'll show you the next step to take. So when I open it up, this is how it looks. So let me quickly arrange it very well so that we'll adjust it very well. So I'm done adjusting it, so we can see the neckline very well. So this was the neckline made 3 inches by 3.5 inches. Yeah. So now in order to make the adjustments you're going to make, you need to ascertain which part you want your off shoulder to be and which part you want your normal shoulder to be. So if it's the left or the right, that is entirely up to you. But from this tutorial, we're making use of this. From the camera angle is on the left hand side, so I'll be making use of the left hand side, as you can see. So from my original neckline, I'll just be marking 3 inches again, or you can mark 3.5. It depends on how off you want it to be. You can go between 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3.5 should be okay. And then for the depth, when you want to mark this depth, always remember that you've already marked 3.5 inches for the depth, so that you would know how deep you want it to get to. So now I'll just place it like that, and then I'll mark 5.5 inches. So you don't want your boobs showing, so you need to consider all that. And so that is basically what we are doing. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, just watch me carefully. So the next thing I'll be doing is to connect that extension of the neck width. I'll extend it to meet the neck depth, and then I'll just slant it in to the normal side that we have there already. I believe you understand. Just look at what I'm doing, and then you take it up to meet this normal line that we have already, because we're not slanting the other side, we're only slanting one side, so you can see. So you're going to be seeing how I'm going to be cutting this out so that you would understand what I just did. So let me take my scissors and then cut it out, and then you would see what I was just trying to explain. So you can see the way I'm cutting it out. And then we cut that off. So you can see already from where you are seeing, you see that one side will definitely fall off when you wear it. So that is the whole idea of this style. I believe you understand what I did. So the next thing I'll be doing is just to get my bias, because I'll be making use of a bias to turn the necklines before any other thing. Yeah, I'll turn the necklines with my bias, join the shoulders, join the side seams, and then fold the lower part where I'll be attaching the drawstrings. And then for the trouser, the crotch part, I'll be joining them by half a inch respectively, and then close it up and then do my band. So as at the time I've gone over to go and do all that, you can see that our trouser is already ready. So you can see, I just wanted to indicate that the band is there because this material is very flowery, so you won't even know the difference. So I've already attached the band, which was 1.5 inches, and then I've sewn everything. So this trouser is not going to be having a side pocket. It's just going to be a normal palazzo trouser. Yeah, so we're good to go with that, and then I'll be setting that aside. So let me introduce my top. Yeah, I've gone ahead to do all that I told you I was going to be doing off camera. So I've turned it out with bias for the neckline. I've sewn the shoulders. I folded the round sleeve area half inch, and then I ran the stitches by the sides by half inch respectively. If you like, you can use 1 inch. There's no love lost. Yeah, so you can see the effect of the shoulder falling off from that side. And for the length of the top, I'd gone ahead to fold it half inch inwards, because that is where I'll be attaching the rope that is going to be giving this a firm grip on the waist area. So that is basically what I'll be doing right about now. So to that, the front part, always remember where you want your off shoulder to fall before doing this, because as at the time you have finished this cloth, you'd see that there's no front and there's no back. So anywhere you want to your off shoulder to get to, that is where you want it to be. So now just making a notch, a hole on that same allowance in the middle of the front, like so. I don't know, maybe I should have zoomed this place so that you see it very well, but I believe you understand what I'm doing. Just make a notch at the upper part. Please don't notch it and let the hole be or the at the other side. No, you should just be on the upper side, because you're going to be passing a rope all the way around the waist area. I believe you understand what I mean. Please don't make the hole puncture through the seam, just the upper part, just one part of the fold. I believe you understand. So I've gone ahead to do my rope, and then I'll fix it and then come back to show you. And yeah, so as at this time I'd gone ahead to fix the rope, and then this is how you drag it when you wear it, so that it will have that grip and that firm grip on the waist area. So this is how our top looks like. It's looking very beautiful and elegant. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, kindly subscribe, kindly share, and don't forget to always leave beautiful comments. Thank you all, and God bless you all. See you all on my next tutorial, and this is Genius Signatures, and I'm signing out. Bye.